Hello, I am Witch, and welcome to another episode of APB Talk. It's been less than a day that I posted my last one, but I'd like to expand upon one of the items we talked about last time, which was the changes to the Joker store and the lack of loot boxes. So as we know, APB has taken the bold step and removed loot boxes, which I did a bit of research. It's not the first game to have done that ever. A lot of pay-to-play games have done it, which makes a lot of sense. There are very few free-to-play games that have done it because often that is their source of money. Dauntless has done it before, but other than that, there are not many at all. So it is a bold step into the unknown for Little Orbit and APB. So we'll see how that goes. Witch Queen is back in the store again. So here she is. There's a little wave there, and she's by Anne Partridge. Here's Anne Partridge. Remember, Anne Partridge sells all the legendaries, which I think it's all of them apart from the FFA R&D, the very rare R&D version of that gun, which is based on an Obeya but without the scope. So remember, you can use Joker tickets now to purchase legendaries. As you can see, Joker tickets are awarded in missions, but you can also buy them. Okay. Now, what I didn't say last time is that whenever you buy a legendary, like one of these, using Joker tickets, you've got a 5% chance to actually keep the gun. Okay. The law excuse is that she wants to thank you for your repeated business, so she gives you a chance of winning it. Now, as you do start buying these, purchasing these, you'll get a green bar, and it'll start going up like that. Once you get to the end, which is after 20 times, you are guaranteed to keep the weapon. That is Anne saying, you've had this gun a lot of times, have it, you can keep it. And you'll see, if you keep renting different ones, you'll get different green bars going up and down like that, okay? Right, so that's different, obviously. They want to keep the excitement of winning because there's an excitement factor to loot boxes, which they won't have anymore. Well, I suppose they kind of do because it's still exciting if you win the gun. But whenever you buy your Joker tickets, and remember, you can buy them here on Armus, for every 500 that you buy, you've got a 1% chance of winning a random legendary. Random legendary from the pool of legendaries that Anne Partridge sells. So let's just have a quick look here. Something I like about the way they sell their Joker tickets is that it's 100 Gamersfirst credits for 500. Yeah? So if you look at this one, 2,500. That's 5 lots of 500. 5 lots of 100 is 500. So there's no discount, which I see as a good thing, because if for example you buy V-Bucks from the Fortnite store, the more V-Bucks you buy, the cheaper it becomes. That doesn't mean that they're actually giving you a better deal. It means they're giving you a bad deal in the first place. And because you get a bad deal in the first place, it makes you want to spend more money. Spend more money to get the better deal, so you lose more money. This way, at least you can get the amount you want, and that's it. There's no compulsion. There's no, oh, should I get the 5,000? I'll get this. I'll get an extra 30%. You don't need to do that. You can get 500. You can get 500. You can get 500. You can get 500 over and over again, and it'll be the same amount of money if you just bought 5,000. If you have a look, it goes all the way up to 25,000. Let's click more just in case it goes higher than that. Yep, 25,000 for 5,000 Gamersfirst credits. Remember, I believe it's 100 Gamersfirst credits is about $1. So you got 5,000. That's $50 worth of Gamersfirst credits there. I believe. I could be wrong. So feel free to leave a comment in the comments if I am. So let's do a bit of maths. Okay. Now, one thing I assume is the 1% chance of winning a legendary doesn't stack. So, for example, if I were to buy 5,000 Joker tickets, which is 500 times 100. So 50,000. You wouldn't have a 100% chance of winning a legendary. Every time you buy 500, it gives you a 1% chance. So that doesn't keep going up and up and up. You do increase your chances, but you don't increase your chances to 100%. Okay, so how much is it though to guarantee yourself a weapon from the Joker store? Let's have a look at the Joker store again. Let's go back into the game. So it costs 2,500 once. You need to do it 20 times. What number is that? Weirdly, 50,000. 50,000 Gamersfirst credits. Well, roughly 50,000 because they say you buy it 20 times. It's the next time. Let's just pretend it's 20 for a second. So 50,000 Gamersfirst credits guarantees you a legendary. How many dollars was that based on our calculations? That was $100. $100 guarantees you a legendary. What do you think about that? Now, two ways to look at it. It sounds bad, doesn't it? I think it sounds bad. To buy a fake, not real gun that is just zeros and ones, $100. But now we're getting into a kind of grey area here because gamblers make excuses. Gamblers make excuses for why they should carry on doing it. They come up with ideas. For example, what I'm about to say now sounds very much like that. With loot boxes, a lot of people spend a hell of a lot more than $100 to get their nano or whatever it is they wanted to get. At least this way, you are limited to $100. On the flip side of that, you might think, well, I've got my new glory now. I've spent $100 getting that. Now let's move on to the Ursus. Let's move on to the Condor. And then you just keep doing it over and over again. And eventually, you've got it all. I don't think anyone would be silly enough to do that. And we get onto that later. Okay? So, there's your two ways of looking at it. At least, you can't just throw all your money away trying to get that legendary that might never come. Remember, it was the chances of getting it before was 1% chance for every Joker box. 1% chance. It was even less than that up until recently when they changed it to 1%. So, what do you think? What do you think of the change? Leave your answers in the comments below. Now, how about premium? What happens if you've got premium? Now, I think I'm logged in. Where are we gone? Here it is. Am I logged in? I'm not logged in. Okay, but when I was logged in, I don't think I am logged in. Well, it says log in. I'm sure I did log in. Anyway, it tells you here, minus 20%, minus 20%. When you log in, this comes up. Okay, so you can see all the premium scores, prices. The Joker tickets are not affected by premium, so you can't get even more money off by having premium. By the way, free premium at the moment due to all the coronavirus. So thank you, Little Orbit, for that. So, talking back about the Joker store, Anne is our first new addition. There are going to be, I believe, 10 new contacts to join Anne, Wild, Ophelia, and Daryl. I don't know where they're all going to go, if they're going to remodel the whole building or what, but apparently 10 of them, it was a competition. So 10 APB players designed a new contact and 10 of them were chosen, the 10 best. So we'll see how that fits in. What is all this crap all over the floor? I did not know. Is this all Joker tickets, is it? So, anyway, what issues has this Joker change thrown up? We don't know. And as the consumer, we don't really care. We want Little Orbit to do well because we want the game to do well. But are they going to make more money in the long run? Are they going to make less money in the long run? I don't know. Short term, I feel like they'd make more money. I feel like more people are going to think, okay, this is better than it was before. I'm going to start spending my money on that. I personally opted out of loot boxes and Joker boxes. Ever since I went stupid trying to get a nano, I stopped doing it. And any wins I got after that was through the golden Joker boxes. So some people, those people who opted out, might opt back in again and think, right, I'm going to start collecting Joker tickets. I might purchase a few Joker tickets. So they might get money in the short term. They might lose money in the long term because people are getting their weapons. Another issue we had is the implication of roles. You can see here, here we are with Wild, and you can see the words trial available. I've clicked on the Golden Osmore. Now the Golden Osmore, obviously an explosive weapon, says at least 1,000 Joker tickets. I select purchase option. You can actually do a trial for 6 hours for free, which is a nice aspect. You can test out your weapons now, which is great. Or you can have it for 7 days for 1,000. You can have it for 30 days for 3,000, or permanent for 10,000. So 10,000 Joker tickets gives you a permanent Osmore. Now, originally, to get an Osmore, you would have to unlock it by blowing people up with grenades. But now, for 5,000 times 2. 10,000 Joker tickets. That's 2,000 Gamersfirst credits. $20 then, if my original calculation was correct. $20 now gives you a golden Osmore. That was brought up in my last video by the Rusty in the comments section. Why bother leveling explosives if you can get a free, well not a free, a golden Osmore for 2,000 Gamersfirst credits or 10,000 Joker tickets? And don't forget, Joker tickets again can just be earned through playing as well. So technically you can still get a free golden Osmore. So what do you think about that? What are your opinions? Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? The fact that roles can sort of become redundant. Maybe the collectors out there would want to do that anyway, so you can get the golden Osmore and the normal Osmore. What do you think? Another issue I've found is this. All the guns that Ann Partridge sells cost the same price. Why would you pay 2,500 Joker tickets for a Deep Impact when you could be paying 2,500 Joker tickets for an Ursus? Why would you do that? If I wanted the EOL, I doubt that I would pay that to start renting it. I would pay that to start renting a more expensive weapon, and once I got that expensive weapon, I would sell it and then get the EOL that costs a fraction of the price. I think that these Joker ticket prices should change. They should be dependent on the tier of the weapon. So the Ursus, maybe that could be 3,000 for example, and then the EOL, maybe that could be 500 to rent. I think they are really that far apart from each other that they really shouldn't be 2,500 all the same. Okay, I don't know, what do you think about that? Because I think it's odd that they're all the same price. So we got a few issues, roles, and we've got the same prices of all of them. Whether Little Orbit are going to make more money or less money. What do you reckon about that? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video thought-provoking and maybe a bit useful, consider hitting the like button for me. Apparently it helps. And if you want to keep up to date with my videos, feel free to subscribe. Don't worry about the bell. Notifications are annoying. But if you could subscribe, it means my number goes up and I feel better about myself. So, that's about it. I've been Witch. You've been watching APB Talk. Stay safe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. And we're walking through social. And we're walking through social. I just asked them to wave. No one's waving. Oh well. Oh, there's the Beast and the Beauty. I can actually read them today. Someone's called Podium. I can see that. How cool am I?